yuck, 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 yuck.
If you're tired of using canned gravy during your Thanksgiving feast, you've got a new option for you.
That's right. Chef Dave Heidi from Liliana's restaurant in Fitchburg is here with how you can make your very own gravy. He's here to talk about a fundraiser coming up on Sunday, too.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
It's been a while.
It's been a bit. How you doing?
So,
Great.
no canned gravy, open the jar?
No jar canned gravy. That's a #1 rule. And it's so simple and it's so easy, but everyone kind of makes it a little differently. So I just want to show you guys kind of how I make it.
Okay.
So first we start off with a roux and a
very large
and a
whisk.
large whisk.
This is an industrial.
But here's why.
Business.
If you're wondering why, right? So if I have a small whisk, if I move my hand a little bit, it only moves it a little bit. But if I have a big whisk and I move it, I get a lot more motion. So it's a lot less work if you got a big whisk.
Genius.
Pro tip.
So we started with a roux. So we start off the first one that's a blonde roux or a light roux, then a light brown roux, a brown roux, and a dark brown roux. And what it really matters to get that dark brown color in your gravy and to get that nuttiness, we really want to go all the way to a dark brown roux. So it's just equal parts.
So this turns into this.
That turns into that. So that's the same thing at different stages going down. And as we cook it, you can see it thickens up too, right? And that's
Absolutely.
the flour kind of cooking out. So it's not going to thicken as much. So this will thicken less than that one will.
And how do you make this?
That's just flour and fat. So you can use butter or oil. So just mix the two. And then the more you cook it, and it's actually really interesting. So this one smells like cookie dough. And then this will start to smell like popcorn. And then it smells like toasted nuts. And then it's going to start to smell like a really nice dark toasted smell. So you can get kind of a feel based on what the smell is, how cooked it is for you. But you want to get this nice dark brown color.
So you just keep cooking it and cooking it.
Just keep cooking it, and I always use a rubber spatula. Rubber spatula is a really good thing to use because you get a good amount of surface area that you're scraping your pan with, so you don't end up burning the flour. Because if you burn it, it just tastes like burning, which is no good.
Okay,
so we just heat up our stock. So this is just regular old turkey stock. So save the neck, all those weird packets that are in there. Save all of them, roast them up a little bit, and then just cook them with some water and vegetables like onion, carrot, and celery. Make a nice little stock up. So you just take your little stock. We're going to turn it up onto high.
Just don't tell the kids they're eating gizzards.
No, they'll never know. They never know if it tastes. You know what I tell people all the time though? I'm like, everything is kind of gross when you think about it. You know, like if I were to tell you, do you want like the unused muscle along a spinal column of a cow? You'd be like, oh no, thank you. But if I was like, do you want filet mignon? You'd be like, yes, right? So it's kind of all about what you do. So we're just going to heat our stock up, and we're going to take. This is the really dark brown roux, and we're just going to whisk it in. And that's what's going to give you that really nice, like, kind of dark brown color for your gravy. And then it's really important if you want a really good, smooth gravy to cook it out enough so that it thickens up. Otherwise, it has kind of like a chalky flavor. And if it gets a little thick for you, just add a little bit more stock to it and keep cooking. And then one of the things for me about gravy is that it tends to be a very, like, single note, right? It's just really heavy. So I like to add just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, or you can call it Worcestershire sauce. And we're going to add a good amount of salt. And for me, gravy isn't gravy with fresh cracked pepper. Really, guys, every single day we crack fresh pepper at our restaurant. Do this as a fun test. Make up like a Caesar salad at home. Split it into 2 bowls. In one bowl, use that like shaky can of pepper you have from like 1980 in your cupboard. And in the other one, fresh cracked pepper. And you're never going to go back again. So always use fresh cracked.
Well, this finishes up. Tell us about a big fundraiser you have coming up on Sunday.
Our big fundraiser coming up. So Liliana's is named after my daughter, Liliana. Charlie's on Main is named after my son, and I have a 3rd kid. So we're like, oh boy, time to open another restaurant. So we're opening a nonprofit Pay What You Can restaurant, and this is a fundraiser for it. You can find out information at littlejohnsrestaurant.com. And our event is at Pasture and Plenty. We're doing a takeover, and from 1 to 9, we have 4 different groups. And we actually also have a discount for all the people watching today. If you put in Channel 3 in our coupon part on Eventbrite, you can get $15 off per class, or you can get $65 off of all 4 events. So we're doing 3 different cooking classes with 3 amazing chefs. We've got Dan Bonanno from Pig in a Fur Coat, Jed Spink from Red Sushi, and we got Lauren Montalbano from Surya.
Oh, there's some great names.
Yeah,
great
names.
And Dave Heidi from Liliana.
Wow, yeah.
There you go.
This looks great.
So there we go. We've got our beautiful finished gravy, you guys.
Sunday.
Sunday. Be there.
Pasture and Plenty on Old University Avenue.
You got it.
All right, Dave.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, you guys. Have a good one.
Thanks for making us super hungry if we weren't already.
Of course. Have a good one.
Well, the final check your forecast coming up.